From this video, you will be familiar with the PL-400 exam guide to become a Microsoft Power Platform developer. What is Microsoft Power Platform developer? Who should take the PL-400 exam? Key facts about the PL-400 exam. What topics does the PL-400 exam cover? What skills should you have before taking the PL-400 exam? Tips to prepare for the PL-400 exam. 1. You need to configure the system to support automation for referrals. What are two possible ways to achieve the goal? Each correct selection presents a complete solution. Note: each correct selection is worth 1 point. A. Azure function that uses the discovery service. B. Workflow extension. C. Azure function that uses a listener. D. Power Automate flow. Answer: CD. 2. You need to replace the bicycle inspection forms. Which two solutions should you use? Each answer presents part of the solution. Note: each correct selection is worth 1 point. A flow that maps inspection data to Dynamics 365 field service. B. A logic app that guides the technician through the inspection. C. A Canvas app that guides the technician through the inspection. D. A model-driven app based on customer service entities. Answer: AD. 3. You need to modify Microsoft Flow to resolve customer C's issue. What should you do? A. Add a data operation that specifies the false conditions. B. Add a configure run that is set to as successful. C. Add a timeout setting to the approval flow. D. Add B condition containing approval hierarchy. Answer: C. 4. You need to reduce response time for the information email on the website. What should you create? A flow that create a notification in Microsoft Teams. B. A Power Apps app that displays the number of emails received in a dashboard. C. A flow that creates a SharePoint item for each email response. D. Logic app that moves all emails received to Azure Blob Storage. Answer: A. 5. You need to ensure that users can create the required charts. Which two actions should you perform? Each correct answer presents part of the solution. Note: each correct selection is worth 1 point. A. Create a quick view form to show the account's entity. B. Configure filter fields in the annual revenue field. C. Add the facility field to the account form. D. Delete the annual revenue field from the account form. E. Create a view with annual revenue sorted lowest value to highest value. Answer: B. C. 6. You are building a custom application in Azure to process resumes for the HR department. The app must monitor submissions of resumes. You need to parse the resumes and save contact and skills information into the Common Data Service. Which mechanism should you use? A. Power Automate. B. Common Data Service Plugin. C. Web API. D. Custom Workflow Activity. Answer. A. 7. Create a model-driven app. You run Solution Checker. The tool displays the following error. Solution Checker fails to export solutions with model-driven app components. You need to resolve the issue. What should you do? A. Manually export the solution before running Solution Checker. B. Assign the Environment Maker security role to the Power Apps Checker application user. C. Assign the System Administrator security role to your user ID. D. Disable the Power Apps Checker application user. E. Assign the Environment Maker security role to your user ID. Answer. B. 8. You are deploying a Power Apps app that uses the custom connector for ServiceNow. The app loads very slowly for some users. You determine that all records from ServiceNow are being retrieved for every user. The app must load only incidents that are assigned to each user. You need to limit the number of records that the connector returns. What should you do? A. Apply a Lifecycle Services Asset Scope. B. Apply a Business Process Flow. C. Apply the Azure APIM parameter. D. Apply a Connector Policy Template. Answer. D. 9. You are developing a Power Platform solution for a medical practice. You create a custom table named Doctors to record details about the doctors who work at the medical practice. You must be able to attach a PDF copy of a doctor's medical license to the row for each doctor. You need to configure the table. What should you do? A. Create a Power Automate flow to add attachments. B. Navigate to table options and enable attachments. C. Navigate to column options and enable attachments. D. Create relationships between the doctor table and the notes table. Answer. C. 10. You are troubleshooting a new Canvas app. Users report the app loads slowly. You use the Monitor tool to view various events being performed in the app. Events performed in the app do not have formula details. You need to enable formulas to be included with the Monitor tool events. What should you do? A. Turn on the Debug Published App setting in the Canvas app. B. After each event, implement the trace function within the Canvas app. C. Add the Microsoft Azure Application Insights data source to the Canvas app. D. Validate the Application Insights instrumentation key has been populated in the app object's properties within the Canvas app. Answer. A. Subscribe and like past question.